Hello, hello, hello. We're at Drumcastle this morning and I'm going to have a wee nosy round. I hope you're all doing well. Thanks for my ongoing support. I hope we can get more followers, more subscribers. I hope you're loving sharing and watching. So let's go and dive into this little wonder. It's gone through 24 generations. It's ancient. I'll tell you a wee bit about it when we get round, but there's loads online. Let's go and check this out. Wee kiddies play park up the top there. We'll go and have a wee nosy about here and see what's going on. Drumcastle. Just adjust my camera. This is a cracker, folks. You're going to like this. It's just outside Bankery, by the way. So come and check her out. One of Scotland's oldest tower houses, by the way. It has seen 3 historical eras from medieval, Jacobean and Victorian, believe it or not. For 650 years it was the home of the Irvin family. And then it went to the trust in 1975. The Irvins held it for 24 generations. In 1323 Robert the Bruce granted the royal forest to this loyal patriot William De Irwyn as a service reward. During the 17th century, during the religious conflicts, the castle was captured twice and garrisoned 4 times, demonstrating the importance of it in this region. A scheduled 16th century chapel sits within this place, still used today for weddings and stuff. Just unreal. So this woodland that's round Drum is original woodland. It stretches right round the estate. Old Caledonia forest. So, now castles are now open at this time of year, but as soon as they're open and we get our ticket, we'll go and have a wee nosy around Scotland's castles, or at least some of the shires to start with, but yeah. There's a few folk here today. Some of our proud big old trees standing. Drumcastle. I think we can go in the forecourt and have a nosy in there. To think the place was garrisoned 4 times, it's seen some action. I've got a coffee. I think you can get a coffee in here. Mary's larder. But yeah, nice, eh? Courtyard cottage. Old doors on there, eh? Right, I'm not going to go nosy at the folk drinking their coffee, so. But a lovely courtyard. Some old presses in here, look. Old stone presses. There's toilets when you come, folks. There's public toilets in there. Some seats with some signage. There's a map on the wall and giving you a great aerial view. Drumcastle, bits on it about it there. But you can nosy at that when you come up.
April, May, September and October. Monday, Thursday, Friday.
Let's have a walk around the grounds. People are in enjoying their coffee this morning. It's good to see. Keeping the funds going. Special feeling walking through these old forests. What's left of them. Have a wee pause at that on your screen and see what that says, folks. An amazing, amazing castle, this one. So we come in there, I'll just pan back again, sorry. We come in there, there's a massive kiddies play park up the top there, which you'll love. And we've just come round the side of the castle here. The entrance to this estate is amazing. There's obviously the Drum Castle Garden Centre down there, and it serves some good food. Teas, coffees, fancy pieces. Stunning down here this morning. Absolutely stunning. Look at the size of this tree. It's the old forest. Pond and walled garden, tower and chapel. I've got to touch this tree. This is just amazing. Look at the size of this. It's got to be the thickest one I've seen up here. And they're audited. They've even got their own numbers. It's a beautiful place. A drum. It's right on my doorstep. I've passed it and visited her a few times over the years. But as you folks haven't seen it, now, I didn't normally give a shout out, but I'm very proud to say we got a famous subscriber the other day, and this shout out goes out to Big Terry Stone. If you don't know who that is, check out his podcast, Podfather, Terry Stone's Criminal Connection. Absolutely love the guy to bits, love his content. I've got a great interest in the criminal world. I'm not a criminal myself, but yeah, if you like that kind of stuff, check out Terry Stone. Terry Stone. Terry Stone. He is on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. He's on there. I'm not sure if he's on Facebook, but you can have a look. Big shout out to him. My first famous follower, chuffed to bits. Now look at this. A stunning piece of architecture. Back in the 19th century, there was a corridor in here that was changed, or a room in here that was changed into a big library. I'll tell you about that online. Now I see the chapel hiding away up there on the wee hill, so we'll go and have a nosy. This will be the front door, or his back door. Just stunning. Just the back garden. Seen many a bit of fight in this place. Battles. But thankfully today she's a little more peaceful. Now, there is a wee chapel up here. I'm sure this is a, what's the word I'm looking for, registered chapel. I don't think that's the right word I'm using, but just a wee scan back at the castle here. My word. She's a topper. She really is a topper. Nosy up here. Little religious building. A little Scottish chapel which would have served the family Irvin through their 24, 25 generation span. And there's a pathy here, takes you through the grounds. Oh, I think I've found something. Right, so just get our bearings as you walk in here. That's our chapel, castle's down there. Just follow this wee pathy up. It's got to be one of the smallest ones I've seen. So we've got some stones here. One Wendy, 1968. I'm going to show the stones in case anyone recognises the names. Torty, 2nd of the 6th, 1988, aged 149 years. Now I'm thinking this got to be animals, is it? Duffy. We've got a Duffy there. Vicky, died aged 12. I'm hoping that's not a person. We've got Dougal, 1965, I think that says. Freckles, that's definitely animals, 31st, 1957. And Poo Poo, this is dogs, eh? Or horses, dogs or horses. Poor Poo Poo. What a peaceful, lovely little kirkyard this is. Now, I'm just thinking there might be irvins in here, so let's go and have a nosy. Buried in the depths of the Caledonian, the original Caledonian forest. Proud to stand in here. Right. Through the wee gate. We'll close it on the way out. Yeah. So we've got David Charles Irvin. I'll let you see that. David Charles Irvin. And just scan over a bit. One Kenneth James Irvin. Some more here. Just panning close enough to let you see who it is. Check that one. Alexander Forbes, this one. Alexander Forbes Irvin, born 17th of August 1881, died 29th of April 1922. Deaths around about the 1960s, these ones. Dorothy Isabel Forbes, this one. Yeah. Everyone knows Forbes, a big name up here. Big name. And Irvin as well. Got Margaret Irvin here. Now, we've got some up on the wall here, so let's have a nosy. Very interesting. What a lovely little kirkyard this is, it really is. Be proud to be buried here. Well, that's all the stones we've had a look at. That's all that's in here. What a peaceful little place, isn't it? What a lovely little place. But yeah, we could go and have a wee scan round now, I think. See what's going on. This has been lovely, hasn't it? What a tiny little kirkyard. Just tiny. Well, will we go back out the gate we came in? I think we will. I think that's the way to go. Now, when you come in, there is a wee bench you can enjoy and sit. Got some Irvin names on there. Gentleman who loved the bench. And the animals buried outside there. What a quaint little number this one is. Well, respect. The last Irvins lying there that stayed in here anyway. So, always close the gate on the way out. On the way out, and we'll sneak back through the forest. Back to this quaint little chapel. And the services for those folk would have been held in here, I would imagine. Some shot from the chapel, isn't it? Don't think these doors will be open. Highly unlikely. Oh no, it's open. My God, what a lovely place. It's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I wonder if there's any lights in here. Bear with me, folks. No, we've no lights. We're in darkness. Alexander, Carlin, Quinton, Irvin, Philemorium. All right. Please close the door behind you as swallows fly in. I know it's a bit dark in here. I do apologise, people. I've not got my Osmo light on at the minute. Right. Warning, do not proceed beyond rope. Alarm system in operation. Oh dear. Now we've got a big stone on the floor here. I'm not sure if you're going to see that. I don't know if you guys will see that, but you can always check it out. Pause the screen. The Irvin Chapel, Drumcastle Chapel. The Irvins would have come here every Sunday, I suppose. Now, there are still weddings held here. You can have a wedding here. You can have a ceremony in here. It is still used greatly. Isn't that a little stotter? Come and see it. Drumcastle Kirk, or chapel as they call it here. Lovely. Absolutely lovely. So that's the chapel. It sits within the grounds there. Absolutely marvellous. As I say, when you come up before you hit the castle, there's the Drumcastle Garden Centre there. Prices are a bit extortionate, but it's worth the drive, it's worth the run. When you get to see bits of history like this, I'd say the few pounds for a coffee's worth it. Now there is a walled garden, so I'm going to throw that up while we're here. The sun being out is just stunning this morning. There's a little nip in the air though. A little wee nippy in the air. Now that's us done a full circle of the castle itself. I'll show you how Greece is a topper. An absolute topper. Now it says something about a walled garden, so let's go and see if we can find said garden. There is signage, it tells you. There's signage all around, so we're sorted. Got a few folk going about today, enjoying their day out. I wasn't aware you could actually get a coffee in the castle, but yep, you can. So you don't have to go to the garden centre itself. Welcome to Drumcastle Gardens. There's your sign, folks. Stunning area. Some really old ancient trees about here. Sad to say that one's fallen, but looks just as nice lying where it is. I'm taking my time. I'm not very steady on my feet. I don't know about you folks, but be sensible and take your stick with you. Paths are nice and smooth here. Accessibility for disabled people like myself is just great. Pond garden, Drumcastle. Now look at this. Isn't that spectacular? There's Drum Pond. You just see the entrance road in the background there. And begin that pond a little rake out. A buckle of frogs in there. A wee Manny saying hello. Oh, this is spectacular. This is something else. 5 minutes from my door. 5 minutes from my house. Well, you can see why people get married here. Standing under this beautiful tree. Amazing. Like I say, come on folks, it's time to get out and about. If you can't get out and about, click on Shots of the Shire on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. At Shots of the Shire, folks. Really appreciate you following, your likes. As you can see here in Scotland, the budding has started. Further down south, you guys will be seeing full bloom already. But yeah, spring is just arriving here in Drumcastle. One of the most beautiful spots I've stood in a castle, I have to say, that part there. Now we're taking a wee wander down to the wall garden. So I'm going to shut up for a minute and let you enjoy the sounds of nature. Looking back, the castle's sitting up there. Path's a bit rough for my feet, so I'm just walking on the grass here. Us older ones have to take care. Well, this is a lovely entrance to the wall garden. That little chapel was stunning. As you guys know, as Shots followers will know, I like a little kirk. And that one was a topper. You get a real religious feeling when you walk in those little ones. I'd like to have heard some of the conversations held within the walls. So, we're at Drumcastle Wall Garden. Little look there at some idea at admission. I'm going to become a member, because if you're not a member, it's extortion. Extortionate. Now, which way will we go? I'm going to go left. Now, it says online that within this garden there are roses, ancient roses. You can see them climbing the wall there. Here you go. I'm going to give you a little look at the names of these, because I'm told they've been cultivating roses here for centuries. They're so old you wouldn't believe. I'm going to come back in the summer and have a nosy at them. There's roses everywhere in here, so yeah, I can see that's basically all there is. There is rose, rose, rose. I'd like to see them though in full bloom. They're just starting to bud now. Well trained along that wall for a long, long time. But what a time to be cultivating roses for. Hundreds of years in here. Which was this one called? Get the camera in there if I can. Rosa multiflora carnea. China species. Alright. Okay, dokie. Got one hidden away up the back here. Let's see what name this one is. I know I'm not even trying to pronounce it. I'm not going to pronounce it. I think we climb this wooden structure, we'll get a good look at the garden here. Sorry if you're hearing me panting. Now, here we are in Drumcastle Walled Garden. What a view, isn't it? What a view. Let's see if I can give you a little 360, folks. A little 360. Amazing. Surprisingly warm here today. It's been freezing recently, but she's warmed up. That's a nice platform. That gives you a nice panoramic of the gardens. So here's the famous roses. As I say, cultivated here for hundreds of years. They'll all have their special names and that, but certainly come up here in the summer, folks. You don't have to pay to look in the castle. You can come in here in the gardens and check out the grounds free. Yeah. Everything's so neat and tidy. Well, this is a lovely part of this garden. They have it separated with hedges there and roses. The midges are out already. For those who haven't met a midgie yet, I'd buy your cream. So we're in a slight maze. A slight maze here. You can really get a taste for this wall garden from the centre here. That's our entrance that we came in. The platform that we were up on is up in the top corner. And we're going to take a wee nosy down this way, I think. Once I get my bearings. Oh, this is just stunning. I have to tell you folks, the smell of foliage in here, the plants already, it's just gorgeous. It's overwhelming actually. I've never smelt a garden so fragrant at this time of year. Just miniature hedges all in there. Beautiful garden. Beautiful part of the gardens. I'm loving it. A lot of time and care put in here. Little pivot hedges will be getting trimmed shortly. Now, let's take a wee right turn round the garden. We've got some flowers. Some bonny flowers out already. Amazing. Amazing. Peace and quiet. I'm in love. What a garden. Come and check this out, folks. Garden of historic roses. It certainly is. Now there's boards here telling you a little bit about the roses, folks. If you want to pause your film and see if you can gather anything from that. But a worthy read when you come down. It's all private in there, you're not allowed in there. National Trust staff only. Loads of names of roses in here. Rosa Philippis, Kiftskate. Some famous old ones. You can tell these roses have been there a long, long time. And for all you non-gardening folk, you'll just have to put up with this bit. I love my gardening, I love plants. Can't stand seeing anything dying. And we're just going back up, head up towards the gate again. Some things growing, rhubarb and such. There'll be stuff that hasn't popped through the soil yet. But already I can see things just ready to burst into life. I'd like to know how old some of the oldest roses are in here, because some of them on the back walls, that's definitely over 100-year-old anyway. They're saying there's rose bushes in here from the 17th century. So, yeah. There's a wee gate here I think we can sneak out of. We've seen the garden. I hope you enjoyed the gardens anyway. It's been a pleasure walking through them. The smell is just amazing. You'll have to come down and check out these wall gardens. That's a must. Can we go this way? No, we can't. So we'll just pop up the main gate. Smelling something really pungent in here. It's not a rose smell, it's like a rhododendron smell. Got budding occurring here. Good. I'd love to be a grass cutter in here. What a pleasure it would be. Just give you a final look back down there. It's heading down south, looking that way, over the rolling hills down into Angus. That, folks, was a pleasure. An absolute dream. So, I hope you've enjoyed that, because I'll tell you what, absolutely brilliant, wasn't it? That garden's a cracker. Right, that's another one ticked off the list. So, I've got a cracking little site coming up this week. Going to pop it on for you, so please have a look. Check out Shots of the Shire, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram and YouTube. I'll be happy to answer any questions. If you would like your own town showed, your own village showed, or you've got a quaint little kirk to show me, or you'd like it shown on Shots of the Shire, give me a shout. Now, I'm going away to grab a coffee. Maybe try a wee bun. Home, do some editing. So yeah, going to love you and leave you. From Drum Castle and sleepy wee D-side here, from me to you, ta-ta the new.